Hello guys, it's me Sam again, and today I'm gonna explain about the cubicles where they have like 10 packed 6 by 6 fully fabric cubicles for a brand of Marquita. One of the brands actually is called Unlimited, but it's with an E, ending letter for which E stands for economy. And the reason behind that we are saying that it's an E, it's because like we have removed the wings, which are the sides of each working surface table. And by doing this, we actually accomplish two things. Number one, it gives like a semi-private, static, so you could like, see people and like mingle with them, and like, you're not like in a closed area. At the same time, it cut the cost a little bit down, so it gets it to be more affordable. Now, let me explain about the components of the cubicles. Now, the components are consisting of panels. Those panels are like 2.48-inch thick, and they're like consisting of aluminum parts. It's 100% green. Those aluminum profiles that we have used, they use like MDF on both sides. Each MDF is covered by a thin layer of sponge, and at the same time, like it has a certain type of fabric that it diversifies the sound signals. Now, the nice part of those panels that you could remove the fabric in case that you wanted to change it. You don't have to even like you could like make one side of one color, the other side is another color. You could clean one, you could remove one, and then you keep the other one. They're pretty much simple in like remodifying. Now, the way that those panels are connected to each other are through like two screws. Actually, whenever you have those panels inserted next to each other's, you use just a normal drill and two screws to like fix them together. And you could always have the spine, or you could start from any point actually, and you go forward. Now, in this component, we have one, two, three, four-way connectors, where each four-way connector will connect the four panels to that four-way, and then we have one three-way connector, which is like at the end, the very bottom end of like the 10 pack cubicles, because then you're not continuing to insert more. Now, the nice part of this kind of like 10 pack cubicles, or like the unlimited brand, or the one which is ending with E2, is like you could have like 10, 14, 15. You could always add to them. You could always like minimize the number if you need to change. Now, the working surfaces are like 6 by 6 from inside to inside, with a depth of 2 feet. The working surface depth is 2 feet. I will now just like post one of the standard configurations of this, so you could at least understand what we're talking about. This is the 6 by 6. So actually, in each of those on the layout, you'd see like we have three pieces for the table, which is shown also on the original photo here. Each table is consisting of three pieces, and in this case, we've used the cherry color for the work surface, though we have different colors. Like for example, this color, this is maple, and then we have another one, and we have another one, which makes it like like we have almost like 9 colors of Wilson art. The fabric in this case, we have used this one. I'm sorry, not this one. We've used this one. which is basically what we call a caramel color, which reflects pretty good with wood grain and maple and cherry and light cherry and dark cherry and teak, and like all of those colors basically, and it goes well also with the white color. Now, talking about this, when we say like this is for 6x6, like in this case, the 6x6 and the 5x5 are basically the same. The only difference is that the size of the working surface is not really as big as the 6x6. So the 5x5, which is like I'll show you here, it's 3x3 in the corner and 2x2 on the sides, while on the other one it's 3x3 in the corner and 3x2 on the sides. Now, the cubicles are having a raceway at the bottom where you could always run cables, and you could run like cable management, or you could like put harnesses, or you could run even the hardwire cables. It's up to you. Now, the tables are connected to the panels through cantilevers, small and long. Like on the edges of each table you have a small cantilever. On the corner of the 3x3 there is another small cantilever. Now, since we have talked like there are like two parts for the tables, as in as on like on this part, like the 3624, 3636, these are two tables. There is always a long cantilever that will connect both of them, plus a small aluminum piece that will connect it from like the front side. So they're pretty much very stable ones. Now, going back to this one, which means that you have also like the T-shape steel support legs, which is powder coated, also the same color as the aluminum. In this case, the aluminum is RAL 7044, which is the light tone. So in principle, you have a 10 pack 6x6 or 5x5 with a height of 54 inch for this model, and you can have like 9 options of the working surface, and we have the color of the caramel for the fabric, which is installed as I said again, like on a thin layer of sponge, and that thin layer of sponge is installed on an MDF, which is like fixed into the panel, which is consisting of 100% aluminum profiles designed and cut for like this purpose. I hope this gives you an idea of how that works. A pack of 10 will take maybe, I would say, like if you have like a gentleman and somebody just to help them, they're not really supposed to be skilled. I mean, just like they know how to hold on like into a drill and what do you call it, a spatula. That's all you need to fix it. And because we supply all the screws and all of the like components that you need to do it, I would say a 10 pack like this would not take more than 2 hours once you pull out those components from the crates. Those components will come on crates with peanuts and packed and wrapped, and once those are ready to start the setup, and where you're setting it up, it should not take, I mean, the max 2 hours 30 minutes. I mean, like somebody to hold, somebody to like insert and screw, and then the next one and the next one. Imagine that those ones, I could like count how many screws you would need for it. So here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 16 multiplied by 10, which means that you're like almost talking about 160 screws. 160 screws, assuming that each one will take 2-3 minutes, then you can count it. It's not that much. That's for the panels. Now the other ones, the cantilevers, are just like, you just insert them, and just like with a rubber hammer, you just like hit it a little bit, it will be fixed, and and then you can screw the tables from bottom. The screws are there. The same for the steel legs. They have their own like drilled holes where you can run the screws through them. I hope again that this was helpful to explain about this product. It's a very good product for call centers. It's practical. It's very easy to install, dismantle, and relocate. You could always visit us at www.cubicles.shop or call us at 424-388-8142. That's 424-388-8142. And we are here to serve you. Thank you very much and have a good one.